Good afternoon. You're watching Lunchtime News on TV1. First, in your headlines today.
Heavy downpour experienced in many provinces. More than 80,000 affected by the inclement weather. All schools in Gaul and Mathura districts closed tomorrow and the day after as well. Landslide warnings issued for 5 districts still in effect. A group of health sector employees engaged in strike. Activities in many hospitals hampered.
Several parts of the country are experiencing heavy rainfall. We are now joined by Newsfirst John Fernando at the Newsfirst Weather Centre with the latest update. John?
Yes, Muad, even though it seems like the rain here in Colombo have ceased to some extent, several parts of the island are yet experiencing heavy downpour. Now, a while ago, Colombo itself experienced heavy downpours exceeding 100 millimeters. Now, these rains have exceeded to such an extent that a number of areas are inundated. Now, floods have been reported from many parts of the island due to incessant rains. First, let's have a look.
The Nagoda Road in Baddegama Gaul was inundated this morning. The old Hikadua Road in Baddegama was also inundated. The primary section of the Baddegama Boys School was flooded due to the heavy rainfall. Our correspondent said residents in Mathura, Akurassa, Aturaliya and Tihagoda received intermittent rains. The Mapalagama Alpitia Road, the Mapalagama Gaul Road, the Mapalagama Panalgoda Road and the Mapalagama Galmana Road were also inundated due to the rains experienced in these areas. Low-lying areas in Nagoda, Thanayamgoda and Mulana were also inundated this morning. Meanwhile, Mathura, Valigama, Denipitiya, Galkaduwa, Vilwatta, Thalalla, Kokmaduwa and Velipitiya areas experienced heavy rains which resulted in a flood situation. The Kokmaduwa interchange at the Southern Expressway was closed as several roads were inundated. The Diyakadu area along the Warakagoda Bulat Sinhala Road was affected by floods as the Kukulenganga was overflowing.
Now, you saw how several parts of the island have been affected due to the heavy downpours which are experienced in several parts of the island. Now, due to this extreme weather condition, landslide warnings was issued for 5 districts. Now, the National Building Research Organization said the warnings that we issued are still in effect. A number of landslides were reported from across the island today.
A house was destroyed due to a landslide that occurred in Mudugamuha, Valigama. No casualties were reported and residents in the area were evacuated to safer locations. A number of residents in Modara, Valigama were evacuated from their homes due to a landslide in the area. Senior geologist at the NBRO's Landslide Studies Division, Dr. Gamini Jayatissa said landslide warnings have been issued for several divisional secretariats in the Gaul, Matala, Kalutara and Ratnapura districts as well as the K-Gaul district.
Ratu. Well, due to this extreme weather condition, the Department of Irrigation states that the water levels in several rivers are rising with the heavy rains. Now, the Irrigation Department said the water levels in the Kalu and Gin rivers and Attanagalu Oya are continuing to rise. Now, if we take a look at the weather condition or the weather situation during the upcoming days, showers or thunder showers will occur at times in western, southern, Sabaragamu, central and southwestern provinces. Now, heavy falls above 100 millimeters are likely at some places in western, southern and Sabaragamu provinces. Now, taking a look at the weather condition around the sea area, especially in the coastal areas of the country, heavy showers can be expected in the sea area extending from Mana to Hambantota via Puttlam, Colombo and Gaul. Temporarily strong gusty winds up to 70 to 80 kilometers per hour and very rough sea areas can be expected during thunder showers. So due to this condition, the naval and fishing communities are advised to take vigilant measures in order to minimize damages which will be caused due to rough seas and also gusty winds. Now, the Met Department also notes that prevailing showery conditions over the southwestern part of the island is expected to reduce to some extent from tomorrow. Well, Muad, it's back to you.
Thank you, John. Now, the trade unions of many government institutions have launched strike actions citing demands, including a solution to salary anomalies. The Joint Committee of the All-Island Executive Officers has decided to launch a continuous strike from today. Its chairman, Dr. Nimal Karunasiri, said the strike is staged against the failure of the cabinet to take action to remove the salary anomalies that have risen in the state sector by increasing the salaries of the legal sector. Meanwhile, the strike launched by the Government Administrative Service Officers Association over salary anomalies enters its second day today. However, the president of the association, Prabhat Chandrakirti, said the strike is not being implemented in the districts affected by the inclement weather. Also, the strike launched by university non-academic staff will continue for the 17th consecutive day today. Media Secretary of the University's Trade Union Alliance, Saman Karyavasam, said academic activities have come to a standstill due to the non-intervention of the authorities to resolve their issues. Moreover, junior employees of the health sector are also engaged in a trade union action demanding to resolve salary anomalies. A 4-hour strike was launched at 8 this morning. If a feasible solution is not provided, the employees have decided to launch a continuous strike from the 30th of this month. In some more local news, the Kaltura district rally to welcome the deputy leader of the United National Party, Sajith Premadasa, will be held in Mathugama today.
The rally is scheduled to commence at 2 p.m. at the Mathugama Mahajana grounds. This is the 4th rally organized to welcome the deputy leader after 3 successful rallies were held in Badulla, Matara and Kurunagala respectively. A number of MPs from the UNP and a large number of supporters are to be present at the rally.
In more political news, a group of electoral organizers and local government representatives in Trincomalee convened a media briefing yesterday.
The hope of all communities in the Trincomalee district, Tamils, Sinhalese, Muslims, is that Sajith Premadasa will contest the upcoming presidential election and emerge victorious. For the past 25 years, we haven't seen a president from the UNP.
Back to some leading local stories. National Convention of Pensioners who are in support of the Sri Lanka Pudujana Peramuna was held in Colombo yesterday.
In most of the countries, the age of retirement have been extended. Due to the modern medical advancements, a great service can be provided by senior citizens even past 63 years. In the military, even passing 55 years, instead of retiring from 45 or 35 years. I believe the experience and intelligence they have can offer the nation a great service. As a government, we have to consider these things in the future. Time has come to retire this government because this government did come to power giving the people heaps of hope. On the 8th of January, the people who were deceived by those lies sent us home. All hopes were lost because their total tenure was used to take revenge. In the mindset of destroying their political enemy, they did not have any time left to serve the nation.
Yoshida Rajapaksa was reinstated to the rank of lieutenant in the Sri Lanka Navy.
Sri Lanka Navy spokesperson Lieutenant Commander Isuru Surya Bandara said, acting on the advice of the President, the Navy Commander signed the order reinstating Yoshida Rajapaksa. Navy spokesperson said that Yoshida Rajapaksa has been reappointed to the rank of Lieutenant without expiring. Accordingly, the appointment would come into effect from the 28th of February 2018. Lieutenant Rajapaksa was interdicted following an investigation into the now defunct Carlton Sports Network or the CSN.
That's a wrap of Lunchtime News. Join us again at 1:55 for the latest. Have a good day.